the I Like Wrestling podcast.
You see what I did there?
Are you gonna start?
Oh, yeah.
Are you real right now?
The greatest general manager. Jesus. I'll allow it.
That's peon moves.
Yep. I like wrestling.
Greetings from parts unknown. My name is Sonny Tara, and today I am joined by
Beige Benoit, a.k.a. Steph McNasty.
Wow, we got you back again.
Back again. It's like I got to pay rent soon.
Yeah, exactly. Like Bree. You have to pay us.
Exactly. Lost the insurance. God damn it.
And I'm also joined today by
your neighborhood unfriendly glamazon, Tara Marie.
Definitely
mean,
unfriendly.
but nice at the same time.
The sweetest.
She's like sweet and sour chicken, but a person.
You know,
Mostly sour. It's like the spicy sweet Doritos where the whole bag is spicy and you're like, where the fuck is the sweet one?
Exactly.
Where's the chili?
That is Tara the Glamazon.
the funny thing is I actually had sweet and sour chicken today for lunch.
There you go.
In parts unknown in Times Square, where do you find a good Chinese spot?
Panda Express.
It was actually
I wish.
it was actually at the cafeteria in my at my office.
Wow, we have a cafeteria. Must be
Not
nice.
bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
We just got coffee pods.
There's
at my
catering.
job.
He has catering where everything happens. Wow, must be nice. Cool.
We don't have sugar at my job for coffee. So
It's because you're sweet enough.
Oh,
I'm lying.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know what was really sweet?
This past weekend with NXT and Survivor Series.
Too sweet, whoop whoop. Too sweet, whoop whoop. Too sweet, whoop whoop. Yes, it was. There was a lot of good.
A whole lot of good on Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of good on Saturday, and some bad.
A whole lot of bad on Sunday.
Yeah.
I actually liked the show on Sunday, but we'll discuss.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. NXT was freaking lit here, man. We had a really great turnout. We had an amazing show to watch, and people had a good time.
That's right. Well,
So,
what'd you guys show on Saturday?
What was it on Saturday?
War Games. It was amazing show.
yo, that show was so good, man.
I feel bad for the people who refuse to watch NXT. Teddy.
No, he's watching.
Now because of Ricochet.
Yeah,
he watched the Ricochet match. I'm sure.
Yeah, once Ricochet goes to the main to the main roster, the
NXT's over for
NXT's
him
irrelevant
again.
again for him. I see. It's like, oh no, I don't need to watch that. I've bounced back on Ricochet.
He ricocheted.
I'm ricocheting back to the main roster.
Wow, there it is. I was like, it was right in front of you. Go.
But Ricochet is bouncing back. You see what I did?
You see? Yeah, you got
He's
it.
bouncing right on him.
Oh.
Right on his lap.
He slid.
Ooh,
He
he's slid in his DMs.
All we need for you right now
Just
is
give me the hat. Just give me the fur hat, damn
And
it.
a monocle.
Give him the fur hat, damn it. Give him the fur hat and the monocle. He'll take his gimmick.
You know what? As you cough all over my
Glamazon's the
laptop.
cough
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got a couple of days off for Thanksgiving anyway, so it's fine. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I'm sure
Happy
this will come out on
Thanksgiving,
Sunday. But happy Thanksgiving.
So I guess
The one holiday we celebrate white people going over.
Oh.
Shout out to the chicken pot pie,
Oh.
Jack Demsey. Love you guys.
Native Americans.
You're my favorite white people.
The U.S.'s jobbers.
The Irish went through what we went through, so I sympathize with them. That's why we like Jack Demsey.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Yo, real quick, the staff at Jack Demsey's did an amazing job with the food, the service.
Oh, the drinks, just
Everything was just on point. I mean, everybody had such a great time. I mean, people that never wrote before were writing posts talking about how much of a great time they had. So, the new home of Yep, I Like Wrestling is Jack Demsey. So make sure you join us for our next viewing party, which will be on December 16th for TLC. Thought I'd get that little plug out the way right now.
there you go.
Where you're going to get these tables, get these ladders, get these chairs.
Get these hands.
Monday Night Braun. I'm sorry. It was
Poor
so
Seth
good.
Rollins.
It was so good.
All of the gimmicks that he said is like being stolen from everyone. Like,
It's
Monday Night Rollins. Now it's Monday Night Braun.
It doesn't sound as good.
But we'll get to that when we
Sorry,
get to Raw.
so we'll get
Oh,
to
yeah,
it,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Not jump ahead.
But
let's-
Raw is war.
That's
now
true.
we're back to War Games.
Let's get back to War Games.
I feel like I need that as a drop right now.
War Games.
Oh, soon to be on the beginning of the episode. One more time.
Yep, I like
War Games. All right, we got to start off with.
Sonny, stop laughing. I worry about your heart.
Really? You come on, stop that shit already.
Sonny's been on community service. He's tired. He's picking up trash on the hutch,
He is.
worried about your cholesterol. I have to do something for him.
On the Hutch, well, hopefully he goes to the Throgs Neck Bridge too.
Oh, my
he
God.
could be on Hunt's Point. We don't know at this point. Community service could be
He's
serious.
not in Hunts Point to collect garbage, honey.
Okay, War Games.
War Games. All right,
Guy
I'm done.
with bare feet, really big feet.
Matt
and
Riddle.
Snapbacks. Yeah,
Matt
him.
Riddle.
the surfer bro of the world, the greatest surfer ever.
Is it me or is he just high all the time?
Funny backstory. He
Oh,
used to
okay.
be in UFC, but he was suspended so many times that they kicked him out because he smoked a lot of weed. Because he chose to smoke weed over taking, painkillers.
Painkillers.
Or whatnot. He failed a lot of drug tests. So him being in the indie circuit with PWG, MLW, and other sorts of companies as well, that was sort of his shtick. He was allowed to kind of smoke weed and chill. So it was interesting to see him actually join WWE. So especially with their drug policies and whatnot, and the history of someone like Rob Van Dam.
So what? He has to be completely clean now.
I don't know. Maybe there might be an exception for him. I'm not sure.
Or-
Triple H
yeah.
has been hunting him. He's been hunting him down. No pun intended with Triple H's name. Trying to get Matt Riddle for the last 3 to 4 years.
Maybe those random drug tests are not going to be so random.
Probably not. They'll probably tell him a month ahead.
Yeah.
Listen here, man. You're gonna get drug tested.
You need to hit the vitamin shop.
Yep. Exactly.
Hunters hunting.
Exactly.
Yo,
He's hunting for piss.
go to 125th Street. There's a dude over there. Just give him $5.
Yep.
And you good.
The
Ask
fact
the,
that you know this.
ask the homie to just
Hey,
give you
man,
a bag of
I
piss.
told you I'm from Harlem. I know a lot of things, man.
That's nothing to be proud of. Okay.
Hey, I just happen to know things.
So
That was a quick match.
Yeah, I bet your mom.
Matt Riddle fighting Cassius Ohno.
Yeah.
One punch. That was it. It was over.
I was a little bit surprised by that.
Cash-
Whole anime show
Especially
for
since
this.
Cassius Ohno was supposed to be the person that was supposed to be the Roman Reigns at one point that never came up.
Never.
And they switched it to Joe White.
Isn't it
Mm-hmm.
sad when they don't come up?
Cassius Ohno did tweet out what just happened hours later when he got knocked out. So that was actually kind of funny.
I love having Twitter and wrestling because fuck kayfabe at this point. But then you have people like Becky Lynch who are playing up to it, and I eat it all up.
It's
so.
amazing. It's really revitalized the whole entertainment aspect of the sport.
And now we have to get back to
War Games.
So then we had Shayna Baszler taking on Kairi Sane in a 2 out of 3 falls to retain the title. And that match started off a little slow, which I wasn't mad at considering how it ramped up towards the end.
Yep.
it became brutal.
Yeah, man. I mean, I love the fact that they introduced. They incorporated the other 2 girls a little
They
bit
did
more.
not introduce them suddenly. Just because you don't know their names doesn't mean they haven't been around.
Jasmine Duke and Marina Schaefer.
Michelle Pfeiffer and Jasmine from Aladdin. So both of them were there, and things were happening. And somebody put a ton of paint on Shayna Baszler's face. They were like, "Listen, girl, I know there's not divas, but you look a little rough. Woof woof. So we gonna put a lot of stuff on your face." Rhonda does it. She figured it out. It's fine. Be like Rhonda. It didn't. It worked out a little better. Shayna looked a little
No, it
better.
did not.
But the most scariest thing besides Shayna's face, on that match, was that DDT off the apron.
Oh my god.
Yo, everybody at Jack Dempsey's lost their shit because they just said, "Yo, she's dead."
That was dangerous.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it was incredible though. It
I was exhausted watching that match, and I woke up. The minute I saw that, I was like, please don't hurt her.
I mean, it was for a 2 out of 3 falls match. It was a pretty quick match. When you see the pace of the show, it was fantastic. But just seeing Kairi Sane just getting her ass beat, and then all of a sudden you
making
see
the comeback,
making the comeback,
yeah.
doing what she can, and then all of a sudden everyone just starts pounding her after the match, and then all of a sudden you get
this girl
you
right
get
now.
Io Shirai finally
Yeah.
debuting with NXT. With seriously, I think she rivals Charlotte with the moonsault.
Oh,
Yo, it was really
hot take.
clean. It was really,
She
really
rivals
clean.
Charlotte. I think it's better than
In
Charlotte's.
jeans.
No, it is because
They might have been jeggings, but in jeans, like she was moving.
No,
out
exactly
here.
right.
Yeah,
it was almost as if like when I saw her do that moonsault, I didn't see her as a wrestler. I saw her like one of those Olympic gymnasts.
Like she's a gymnast that decided to become a wrestler after.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah,
it was
perfect.
amazing what she did.
And don't forget Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai with one of the best super kicks I've seen to Jessamine Duke as well.
Oh yeah,
they made
she
Michelle
sold that.
Pfeiffer look like shit. It was so sad. I was like, oh girl, you need to keep your little side French braid to yourself because the real bitches is here right now, and I'm gonna need y'all to respect me right now. Stop laughing when I'm talking.
Loving the judgment of image. When it comes to Glamazon.
I'm loving the fact that you just changing their names.
There's Marina Schaefer, right? Michelle Pfeiffer, same shit.
Yeah.
So
And Jasmine Aladdin.
she should be lucky.
Jasmine Aladdin.
She should be lucky to be in the same category as Michelle Pfeiffer. She dealt with Dangerous Minds. So when we go back,
God.
Man.
I'm gonna be crying now.
Wow.
It's fine. I just want to say that was one of the best matches of the night.
It was, but you and your puns. Oh my god.
I mean,
I'm old school Becky Lynch right now.
then
Yeah.
you just get to
Yeah.
Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano.
Yo, that costume or whatever the hell you want to call it that he wore to come to the
stoom?
ring. The stoom, as Tara likes to put
It's
it.
called gear.
The
It's
gear.
ring gear.
But it's
But why
not-
it's so hard?
It's ring gear, bro.
But it's not ring gear because he's not wrestling in that shit. 'Cause
No, it's-
otherwise
it's-
Gargano would have died.
No, it's just
he would have been punctured in the first couple of
no,
seconds.
it's like it is
To the
your
ring
ring
gear.
Like you're going to the ring in that gear. So that's
his-
Lord of the Rings.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out.
that was dope. Oh god, it was so cheesy.
quick 18-minute match, full intensity the entire time.
Quick.
18 minutes is a pretty quick match, especially knowing the fact that you only had 4 matches on the card relatively. That was pretty quick, but never stopped, never let up. It was just unstoppable. It was just a fantastic match.
Yeah,
I mean,
that match was amazing.
what more can be said about Johnny Gargano that hasn't been said already? I mean, the guy's had one of the best years in NXT history.
I mean, yeah, as far as like his performance, he's been amazing all year. And one of the things that he lost, like we said that he was going to lose, because him being the perpetual loser actually works for him.
It does. And him turning more into a heel, it kind of plays into that Ciampa's sort of the General Palpatine or kind of like the leader to this like this Anakin Skywalker.
Palpatine dream.
God.
For those of you, for those of you not getting the reference, this is
It's a Star Wars. It's a Star Wars nerd alert reference. If you don't know,
Exactly, because of the fact that we are geeks for other things.
yes.
We know you're a geek. You have a whole Comic-Con segment.
Which is,
we know.
No. Also, I'm wearing a Star Wars ring as well as a Star Wars.
I was there for the
Wars
whole
bracelet.
hour that he was negotiating for this fucking ring. I don't even curse on this podcast, but Allison and I were just staring at each other, waiting for him to negotiate for this fucking ring for like 2 hours.
I didn't even know you had the Star Wars ring.
Holy
The
shit!
Imperial, son.
Oh my god!
Look at that.
Oh, the Stormtrooper
He wears
bracelet.
it all the time.
Yeah.
He was dead serious. He waited a whole year to return another ring at
Yeah.
Comic-Con to change it.
That was half Imperial, half the Resistance.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
good. That's
but,
good.
But they were looking. What was taking so long was that they were looking for my size because I bought the wrong size last year.
Because,
Yeah.
you're a smaller man. I understand.
No, it's because
So-
I have fat fingers.
No.
Shout out to Allison. You go, girl. Go ahead.
Oh my God, this is for kids. Kids listen to this.
They do not. There's a parental advisory sticker on this podcast.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
There's one child that listens to it, and she's
7
very
years
sad. And she's 7 years old. She listens to it. She also goes to BCW, so she's exposed to
She's
it.
not that sad. She's 7 years old and loves wrestling.
She's sad because
God bless
she
her.
thought that Teddy was mean
Yeah.
and met Teddy.
Oh.
At a BCW show.
and asked them, "Are you really mean in real life?"
Aww.
Yeah. See, I would have
cute.
broke, and never again would I be on this podcast because I'm soft.
But mean.
Yeah. Stop.
Sweet and sour chicken.
Hey. Yeah, shout out to everybody who had to hear me on the mic at Jack Demsey's because I didn't like it.
Yeah, I put on the general manager and the Glamazon on the mics, and it was a precursor to something that we're going to be doing very soon. So make sure you stay tuned to what we're going to be announcing very soon.
It's going to be a chicken pot pie eating contest. Holla at me.
Well, you know,
We already know who's winning that.
You.
No, not me. Not me at all.
Sonny's going to lose because while he's eating, he's going to order another one. And it's going to take away his time. Like, oh, my God, another one real quick.
I'll be on 5 and be like, yo, what's up, man? Come on, keep up. Meanwhile, that shit would have just started.
Oh my God. So worth it, guys. If you guys actually come to Jack Dempsey's, have a chicken pot pie because I haven't heard a complaint yet.
Actually, we recommend the chicken pot pie very heavily. But I will say this, and this is not me, you know, being a shill for Jack Dempsey.
Bigging up the
Yeah, because
place.
they're not listening.
They don't pay us.
But I'm going to tell you right now, the Sonny Sofrito burger
Was popping?
was popping. Like
Why?
never
Because it was named
before.
after you?
Well, yeah, of
They
course.
put sofrito in it?
Yeah, no doubt.
Can we get
Not-
like Glamazon guacamole?
Yo, you
Wow.
know what? You know what?
Can we get some general manager muffins? I don't know. Beige Benoit
You know what? I don't think
Beige.
that anything
burgers.
I don't think anything should be beige though.
Mc-
Everyone's coming out of the kitchen.
Can we get some McNasty's nuggets?
McNasty's nuggets.
All right, you know what?
With it.
Okay, maybe that'll work, but we're not naming anything beige. Because if it's called beige and it's coming out of the kitchen, nobody's.
Or you can call it
Addison's apple turnover.
Or Benoit's Burgers. They're a killer.
Those are the thoughts and opinions of Beige Benoit, and they are not the thoughts or opinions. of
Glamazon
Yep, I
has
Like
left the
Wrestling.
show. Glamazon has left the show.
And they will not be the thoughts of Yep, I Like Wrestling ever. And we will not be serving that burger, no matter who asked for it. Because I know there's a bunch of you marks that are saying, yo, let's do that shit, do that shit. I'm going to have a bunch of requests for that shit now.
Yeah,
Thanks
you
a
are.
lot, buddy.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Moving on, all right? Fucking Benoit burgers.
They're a killer.
All right, Tommaso Ciampa defeated Velveteen Dream in an amazing match.
Oh, love them. I love Velveteen Dream. The guy's over.
They were both over because they killed that shit. That
Oh.
was an amazing match.
It was intense, and it started off nice and slow, especially after the Gargano and Aleister Black match. So this was
Yeah.
fantastic. Velveteen Dream continuing his lifelong troll of Hulk Hogan, coming out as Hollywood Hulk Hogan in Los Angeles. Again, perfect move by him.
Yeah, you know what's so cool? I had everybody chanting, "Nice try, Terry! Nice try, Terry!"
Oh my
Oh
god!
man! But the funny thing about the end of this match was the fact that I was ready to be like, "Oh man, that was a great pay-per-view." And I'm like, "Oh wait, there's another match," because it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my
You
god!
know, it killed so much that it had people kind of saying, "Wait, oh, that's right. There's another match."
Yeah.
And that match is called.
War Games.
So
NXT, the gift that keeps on giving.
yeah, pretty much. So let's talk about the
War Games.
match.
I will go home. I swear to God, I will go home.
I could do that all day.
By the way, I hope you're not playing a drinking game at home, listening to this every time you hear,
War Games.
because you're probably dead.
Alcohol poisoning. It's over.
So we had Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders take on the Undisputed Era, and yeah, another brutal match 2 years in a row.
Brutal, beautiful. I mean,
Amazing.
it's safe to say the War Raiders kind of showed out on this one because I feel like War Raiders has been on NXT for a few months. They've done okay, but quite honestly, they haven't shown their true work that they've done with like New Japan and in the Indies. But this was the first time they actually got to show off a bit, so it was great.
I didn't know they could move like that.
Oh, Raymond Rowe, he's a legend.
He kept saying, watch. He gonna wall out. He fat. I know. I was like, but he's fat. Watch how he moves. I was like, okay, sure. And then I was proved wrong. I was really, really wrong. And then there was this one guy that Teddy really likes. He was showing out.
What's the name?
Grandma
Amazon.
Rocketeer.
Don't you forget about Ricochet. That's Ricochet. It's beautiful. It's a great wrestler. Great stretching.
They played it out so well. There was suspense. There was, oh wow, these cages kind of move, but I'm just gonna lock it again. I was waiting for somebody to just like flip the cage over and just like walk out of it, but you know they stuck to it and they stuck true to it. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Shout outs to Pete Dunne
Yeah.
for putting in all the weaponry, putting in the tables, putting in the trash cans and whatnot into the match. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, so here's where I started making fun of it because I was like, he finally got to the match, and what he's doing, he's bringing in the props. Like he was a production assistant. That was basically like that was his check. But then when he got in the ring, it was
real.
Yeah, it was
little
on.
Bipa and all. He was moving. Bipa was out in that little singlet, and he was making it happen.
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne did good.
The he's the second coming of Fit Finley. Let's just say it. Let's just call it what it is.
Wow.
He is.
Wow, you know what?
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
I'll allow it.
I try my best.
Hold on.
Matter of fact,
There it is.
yeah, I'll allow it.
And this has been your Yep Wrestling ASMR.
So then,
And at the end of the match, you had Ricochet and you had Pete just like hanging on the top of the cage, and I was like, please don't die. But for a moment, I thought that they were just gonna like start wailing on each other.
yeah.
They never did.
We kept it friendly.
They did. They kept the babyface look.
I know.
I'm a little weary on Pete Dunne as a babyface, but he's working well with it. He's kind of in that
tweener.
It's a tweener, but he's not allowing himself to go heel fully yet.
Hey,
So
girl, you want
it's
to see my
nice.
tweener?
My God.
It goes between her.
The only tweener I want to see is Ricochet. There's not much of a tweener at all.
Suck on that, Tara.
Oh my God, Teddy, get off of Hunts Point. Come back. Stop with
Oh
this
my
community
God.
service. I'm over it.
You know, the way you started that, it just made me think of something totally different. Like, well, I didn't know he had a part-time job.
Yes, by the New York State.
His full-time job is being the general manager here, and you have stripped him of all his rights.
No, I didn't strip him of shit.
You outstrip him. It's okay. I
no,
understand.
Are you trying to strip me, Sonny? You know I don't allow that.
I did see him try to sneak in on Sunday.
Yeah, he snuck in.
It's because he wasn't wearing the hat. You didn't recognize him?
Yeah, he wasn't wearing the hat, so he was able to sneak in. And
I think the bounty hunters and parole officers got him, though. So luckily we didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I think that was Sonny's mom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, my.
yeah.
Shout out to my mom and my lady Allison who were in the house.
That's a smart man
That's
right
real good.
there.
Good
That's
shout
a
out.
smart man.
Because they were all here at Jack Demsey's on 33rd between 5th and 6th.
They weren't here because we're
Yeah,
at Parkside known.
Oh,
They were
I'm sorry.
there.
They were all there.
They were there.
They were
there.
Because we're not there.
Because they were all there at Jack Dempsey's on 33rd between 5th and 6th Avenue.
We're not here. They were there.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Oh. Pino's getting the glamours on.
It's fine.
So that was War Games on Saturday.
Yes, it was.
I want to go home.
It's too bad you're staying here.
You're stuck.
You're
You're
staying.
stuck.
You're staying in part unknown, and you're gonna do dishes.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
my God.
Yeah. 'cause-
Shout out to Ale.
Wow.
Wow. It's because he's ethnic.
Damn. Aren't we all?
I wasn't gonna say what type.
Speaking
if
of
you know, you know.
ethnics, you had the Usos in Survivor Series on the pre-show that no one
Yes.
cared about, apparently.
The 10-on-10 tag team traditional Survivor Series match was at the kickoff show. So here's the thing that I've heard over the interwebs. Apparently, the Vince McMahon wanted SmackDown to lose that match and have Raw go over so they can get the clean sweep.
Yeah.
What happened was whoever was booking the match screwed up and actually had the Usos going over.
No way.
So the writers were supposed to kind of fix that
And they never did.
and have Stephanie McMahon in some way sort of say, okay, we lost one match, Baron Corbin, you can't lose another. But none of it worked all together in translation, just with communication and whatnot. So we got stuck with this weird reality of seeing Raw win these matches, but they were never counting the tag team match as an actual win.
At all. It was 0 the whole entire time.
And
So that's funny, and I have a theory behind it.
what?
So you know how like when really good teams come to New York and they play against the Knicks on like a Sunday afternoon,
Yeah,
Yes.
it hurts.
they usually lose, and the reason why is because Saturday night they're actually out hanging out.
What years
And
of these are you speaking of? Are you speaking of the Patrick Ewing Knicks?
Well, I'm just talking about
Sonny's of a certain age.
All right, so you know what? Let me put it this way: those really good teams, when they play here on a Sunday afternoon, they don't beat us by as much as they would normally do.
Okay.
So,
okay, I
you
see
know,
what you're
to
saying.
put
now.
it into context,
Yeah.
because they're basically hanging out the night before, because it's New York and it's Saturday.
I mean, it's Saturday. You're gonna get, it's a Saturday night in New York. You're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And where were they? They were in L.A.
Exactly.
getting into it.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that was because somebody got fucked up the night before and was like, "Oh, what we supposed to do again?"
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
it's-
I'll
it's-
fix it. Yeah.
It's
And then they
probably.
forgot.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's just too many cooks in the kitchen with that match, and just with Survivor Series altogether.
Yeah. Basically, pre-show just really didn't count at all. They needed to have that Men in Black thingy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it kind of sucks. It's like that would have been a really good moment for the Revival to go over and to kind of have a good moment for themselves to kind of get some momentum in the tag team division on Raw.
Yeah, and they had Pincho and Chacho there from SmackDown.
Oh, the Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great.
Why you got call them Pincho and Chacho?
Oh, my
Even though
God.
you know what's sad, I actually know a Pincho and a Chacho.
Because you grew up in Harlem. We know.
Yeah.
We know. We know.
God.
I also know a Yayi, a Yaya,
A
and
Chucho?
a Chacha.
And a Chula.
And I know about 3 Pitos.
He's gonna open a supermarket with Puerto Ricans.
I know.
Yo,
They all worked at Seatown.
Stop! I love C-Town. They have the best deals ever.
yeah, they got good prices.
They
yeah.
do.
You know who I can see at C-Town? Nia Jax.
Oh,
At the
man.
register.
At the register with mass sass, large as hell. You're like, I don't even want to argue with you.
No.
I thought that was on sale, but it's not on sale now. It's fine.
Not with her.
It's okay. I'll get my tomatoes at full price, girl. Whatever you say, you got it.
No deals for me.
I don't want to deal.
Yo, you charge me too much. But never mind, it's okay.
I'm
She's
sorry,
a soul
Nia.
survivor,
Please don't
yo.
punch me. Please don't break my face.
Did
Yeah.
we see this coming? Because I kind of saw it coming. Pause.
With Nia Jax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, with Nia
Yes.
Jax.
I think the booze that rained down on Nia Jax solidified her as the proper heel she should have been.
Yeah. Because of the heat that she got from the crowd from what she did to Becky, now the smile is actually playing into her advantage.
I know. He used to hate the smile. You
Yeah.
were talking shit about the smile.
I did.
And now I love the smile even
Yeah, it
more.
It works now.
It
Yeah.
works. Also, because she's not blonde.
That
There's
too.
something about it, and it's a weird social thing that happens. But blonde women are always seen as youthful and energetic and whatever. And when you have that darker hair, you're always gonna be seen as evil.
So you know what the funny thing is that you were talking about the hair turn and her turn, and when I was listening to and editing episode 53, I was cracking up at what you were saying, as well as what Aramis was saying, as well as what Beige Benoit was saying. Listen, our last episode was
The best episode ever. Thanks, because I was on it.
it was our pre-Survivor Series weekend episode. You don't have to worry about Survivor Series to enjoy the episode because it's actually one of our funniest episodes.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great. And it's only my second show. I think it's the best one I've done. I think this might be the best one I've
Was
done.
it your Pete done? I'm out.
Beat done. This is great. This is great. This was my War Games level of greatness here because that's how good it was.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
poor listeners are drunk.
You in that freaking...
War Games.
Oh, God. Will you stop it already?
Instead of disclaimers, it's gonna be
War Games. Then you're good. You don't have to worry about it. Where's my wine?
Oh, Jesus.
oh my god.
Anyway, let's can we continue with Survivor Series?
Nia Jax and Paul get the first match. They
Yeah.
win the first match of the official Survivor Series card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we get Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Need to face.
Knee to face.
Hey, don't do my thing.
I mean, that's what he says.
Because you have
War Games. You're right. I stand corrected.
Exactly. I say need to face.
and you say
War Games.
All right, let's continue because this is gonna be nothing but
Another hour and a half episode because you two don't know how to act.
Oh my God, is Tara gonna be the grown up on this episode?
I am the grown up.
She
I have been doing all the segues. Coño, I want to go home. I'm tired.
All right.
No one has asked if I want another Pinot. I don't know what's going on here today.
Here, here's the other one.
No, it's not mine.
She can have some.
No.
Seth Rollins and Nakamura was actually fun. That was actually a good match. I was worried they were going to give it a short card, like one of those short little 5-minute matches, but they didn't. They gave it some time.
It was just weird to me that they kept forcing everybody to wear the T-shirts, and I know that's a thing or whatever, but it just looked weird.
I was digging the blue.
You were digging who?
I was digging the blue.
blue
leather,
Shinsuke outfit.
The blue Shinsuke outfit.
Yes, I know,
that
but
was dope.
But he's red. If you're gonna come out in a red outfit all the time and your theme song has red vignettes and all that shit, be on Raw. And Alexa Bliss
With the blue lighting
be
and
on
everything.
SmackDown. Come on,
I
like
get it. I get the continuation of it.
it bothers me.
The continuity.
Like you can't be a blood out here at all in blue. Like pick one.
Yeah, you have a thing for visual continuity, I guess.
Yeah, you know the OCD in me is real, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Sheamus should be on the sun compared to what he looks like. But then we have him on SmackDown, just clashing with all the blue.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, just saying. Whatever.
Speaking of Sheamus, let's talk about the next match, which was the Raw Tag Team Champions defeating the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, which AOP beating the Bar.
The Bar.
Actually, you know what? Before we even talk about them, how about let's talk about what happened in the stands?
Oh, let's go, Amore.
Oh. Sorry, guys. I've been drinking. I was like, what happened in the stands?
Enzo Amore bought a ticket to Survivor Series in L.A.
I don't think he bought a ticket.
No, he bought a ticket. He was sitting there in the stands.
He bought a ticket?
Yeah.
How the hell did he get a ticket at that time?
He could buy a ticket.
What do you mean?
He's not
What do you mean?
Like,
No, he bought a ticket prior to.
He bought a ticket and
prior
then came
to.
in later.
But what I'm trying to say is those tickets sell out. They sell out fast.
It's
right
not like
away.
he can't.
I mean, they're stuff up.
He can afford the resale value.
No, I mean he could afford.
He could afford Jordans. He can afford the resale
He
value.
could probably afford the resale value, but I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how he got where he got.
$1,300 could be light work. If all he has to do is sell one pair of Jordans.
I'm thinking that maybe this dude was pretending to visit somebody in the back and then snuck out.
No.
Not the way they threw him out.
He's not allowed anywhere near the back right now. After the allegations that he went through, after just the notorious background that he's had when it came to being in the locker room and whatnot.
It's all the E's. Enzo, Ellsworth, all of them. They all wilding out here in these streets.
Right?
We will get to Ellsworth.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Ellsworth in a second. But the funniest thing was, I saw people I know that are not wrestling fans had basically came to me and said, "Hey, what's up with that dude getting yanked off the chair by that chick?" And I was like, "Yo, that chick is no joke.
She's no joke at all.
She almost yoked up
Gronkowski.
Gronkowski, exactly. So she's no joke."
Yo, that was the best.
Yeah. It was, and I had to kind of break it down to him, like, yo, she was about to yoke up Gronkowski until somebody said, no,
he's good. He's supposed. This is part of the show. This is part of the show.
Supposed to be here, girl. You're fucking it up.
But you know what though? It made it even better because now she has like this lore about her when you sit down there. Like,
yeah.
Are you dumb?
Because you can see that she's a badass. Like she will fuck somebody up.
Yep. Not Nia Jax though. Sorry.
Man, really?
Sorry. To break her face.
All I know is I was walking. I was getting my Pinot and I walked by a bunch of people and I was like, oh my God, the bar is on and we're at the bar. And that was the best I had for the night. That was it. And then I was tapped out. That's all I got. And right now, guess what? We're still at the bar. Just saying, guys.
Can we talk about Drake Maverick pissing on himself?
Was that piss? Is that what we're going to call it? That wasn't enough for piss.
I'm not sure. There's two things I've been trying to figure out. One, was he trying to press on a machine?
It was like a, you know, like
the little, like a
puffy thing?
Yeah, like what they do on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
like, make something bleed
like a little.
Was
he doing that, or was he like pushing his groin, or I'm sorry, was he pushing his bladder to try to seem like he's really peeing? Like, did he tell Vince McMahon that he knows how to pee on command? And Vince was like,
Just
Yes,
did it.
I want you to do that. Piss on yourself, Maverick. Piss on yourself. Do
I
it.
want to say pee.
I want to say pray.
just like in
Your
Beyond.
name is Puke.
He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke.
He's gonna be pissed.
Literally.
Got wrestling fans, if you have not seen Beyond the Mat, please do so, and
It
you will
is-
see the Vince McMahon reference we are speaking of. and
Yeah,
imitating.
it is kind of required viewing if you're a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Because it is the original documentary for wrestling.
It broke the wall. It broke kayfabe for everything.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah. All right, now
Um,
back to the show.
Yeah, so
I don't think that was pee.
Oh my god.
I seen what pee looks like. That didn't look like pee. That was just a trickle of something.
You also think every time you see blood, it's blood packets.
Okay, yeah, because my dad told me that it was blood packets, and they would just squeeze them like ketchup packets over their head or wherever they were bleeding. Like, I didn't know it was fucking razors until I was like 23, and I'm proud of that because they kept me sheltered.
Shout outs to Ric Flair.
They should have put you in the shelter.
It's not fair.
Shout outs to
Like,
Sabu.
the other day.
Damn.
He used to bleed.
son.
He would blade himself. I'm sorry.
Oh
it's
my
true.
God.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of now when you like see these old men with all these like, it's not age lines. Those are
Nope.
like
Cuts.
the cuts.
Yo, I have a friend of a friend
Who used to cut himself? That's sad. Hug him.
He was a wrestler that when they go up to wrestlers they don't know, but they know that they're wrestlers. It's kind of like a calling card. It's like they'll like point at their foreheads and be like, "Hey, I'm a worker too." And it's like, "Oh, all right, cool, yeah." It's like it's almost kind of like, you know how
I will go home and cut my forehead right now.
like how fraternity brothers have like that hidden handshake.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's to them. The hidden handshake is
So,
their forehead.
so touching your head.
Showing
means-
like
Meh.
pointed at their forehead is like, look, I bladed too. So
Aw.
Well, at least it's that head they're tapping. That's fine.
I was wondering what those lines on your head were, Sonny. That's good to know.
Wow.
those are stress lines from dealing with you.
Oh, good comeback.
Yeah. Next one. So let's go. Let's go on to the Cruiserweight Championship match because we had to have a championship match on Survivor Series.
There has to be one.
Yeah. Which doesn't make sense to me, but okay.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought the crowd got into it really well. If you're trying to promote 205 Live,
It was a good match.
they finally did it without having them be on the pre-show. So that was fun.
You're pretty new here. Did you know what 505 Live was?
Oh no.
Shout out to Nia Jax.
Oh no. This sounds like a Nia Jax Big Show porn.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's
Big Show was 805 Live.
805. Naya's 505. Big Show's 805.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You guys are so mean.
You're
fat shaming.
It wasn't me.
Listen,
that said
bitch.
it. As a matter of fact,
A bitch has been. I'm pretty fat right now because Sonny keeps recommending damn chicken Popeyes.
I'll allow
Things
it.
have been fitting me a little tight here, so I'm just saying.
Sounds like Tara's had some weight gains.
Yeah.
You know what? That's why you go to Old Navy or the Gap, and they have the built-in flex, and that helps for the holidays.
Oh.
It helps.
This
for
is
the
not
holidays.
sponsored, guys.
Nope, they don't pay us.
No, they're not paying us, but you will look better.
That's nice. That's nice. All right, good advice there.
I mean, as long as if I have like spandex things like Braun, you know, like I'm still waiting for me to find that tank top that Braun wears. Like that's my one goal of the year is getting that tank top that Braun wears.
That's the ill cleavage.
Without the nipple slips, because when his nipple slips, it's super weird. Without those, yeah, super awkward. But like, I'm totally down for like the pants, the super cleavage that he has going on, ponytail. I can do it.
All right.
We are here for it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
I mean, he was the he was the workhorse in this match, though. I mean,
Well, yeah, he did. He pinned 4 out of the 5 people.
He did.
So I mean, hey, you know,
I mean,
good for him.
poor Samoa Joe.
they could have handled that so differently.
Yeah, I mean, they could have handled a lot so differently, which is why, my personal opinion, I liked a lot of the matches. I hated the ending of all the matches.
Yeah, the ending of that match was a little weird because it was just like, why are you guys beating up on Braun? You guys just won the match together. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, okay, can we not have this
Y'all
like?
are dumb.
No,
I was like,
they were jumping ahead way too fast.
Yeah.
And it's just sometimes you just gotta be like, all right, you know what? Let's.
I was kind of okay with them just like escaping storyline, just congratulating each other, call it a day or whatever.
Yeah.
I was fine with that, but the little jump at the end was just dumb.
I would have been okay with just Braun being like, "Fuck you guys, I'm going home. Fuck you, you're cool. I'm out."
Yeah,
Like,
because even if Braun, because honestly, even if Braun left, you could have.
That's been my mantra a lot lately.
No, because even if Braun left,
Shut-
you could have still ended this match with just Drew McIntyre just going off on everybody and just, kicking everyone in the face. I'd have been fine with that. Like
out of
cool.
nowhere, he just has a kilt on.
Yeah. Like, it's
Claymore
cool.
kick, Claymore kick,
All the
Claymore kick.
Give me all the Claymore kicks. It's fine.
All right.
That sounded like Teddy there. I'm
They
sorry.
didn't even let Leo Rush hype people up. Like,
My man, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley.
Lashley.
He's the man with the plan. Watch out now.
thank you for listening to today's podcast. I'm gonna go home now. I love you
Leo
guys.
I love Leo Rush, and it's like I hate it that he's not being able to wrestle because this guy's really good.
Well, they would put him on 105 Live.
More like 0.05 now. But all right, let's talk about the next match that was on, which was Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, and
Let me tell you, your mother was worried. Your mother was worried about Ronda's health. She was like, oh my God, she's beating her to death. She's not going to make it. You can hit people with sticks. Oh my God, this is wrestling. Like, your mother was worried.
Why does my mom sound like Rosie Perez and shit?
Isn't every Puerto Rican?
She was.
Those are the thoughts and opinions of Beige Benoit. They do
Yo,
not
two
represent the
disclaimers, B.
thoughts or opinions of, yep, I like wrestling.
Oh my
She looked
God.
at
Dios
Allison.
sofrito.
She looked at Allison. She was like, "Yo, that blonde bitch is kicking the other blonde bitch's ass." She was like, "Whoa!"
And I'm sure Allison was just like, yep. And then she took a sip of her drink.
Allison was like, "Yeah, so for Thanksgiving we're gonna do this, right? Who's getting the coquito? Because I was really worried about the coquito. That's what I was worried
Oh my
about.
God.
But your mother was really worried about Ronda, like, and her well-being.
Yeah,
Like,
now my mom gets into it. Like, you don't understand. She was here for, I think it was SummerSlam, and my mom is just there. And, I kept on going to go check on her, and she was just like, yeah, I'm good.
she was in it to win it, bruh.
Yeah, man. Oh, my God. But, yeah, that match was brutal as fuck.
So brutal. So it did feel like everything Charlotte did was the shit that they wanted Becky to do,
Yeah.
which is fine. But I also had another theory that I'm just going to throw out there.
Mm-hmm.
If Nia Jax punching Becky Lynch was the Owen Hart Stone Cold Steve Austin moment from King of the Ring 98, was Ronda Rousey getting booed after getting her ass handed to her by Charlotte Flair, was that her die Rocky die moment? Maybe we need Ronda to turn heel. Or is that too soon?
No, it's too soon.
Is it
It's
too soon? Like, should we still
No, but the thing
let her
is-
stay as the face?
But the thing is that it all of it goes for naught because of the fact that they're not competing against each other on a regular basis.
They can't.
Like, they're on opposite shows, but that's what
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it so great is the fact that they are on the opposite shows. So them to get together would make it very monumental. WrestleMania 35. You know what I mean?
As you slip that in.
Yep. Oh, we're talking about slipping things in, Sonny. All right, I'm done. I'm out.
Are you Pete done?
Beat.
So when it came to Charlotte, when she was beating Ronda though, and you saw Ronda's life force leaving, and you saw her becoming a heel. Heels are way over
But
right
I
now.
don't
Oh,
know
my
if
God.
she-
Heels are my fave.
But I don't know if it was her turning heel or just spazzing the fuck out.
I think it's just her spazzing. Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
Charlotte? No. I'm saying you saw Ronda turning, like, you saw Ronda, like, losing it while she was getting beat by Kendall Stick. But when you saw Charlotte hitting her, you saw her dad's face in her. She
Yeah.
ain't never looked more like Ric Flair than
That
she
was
did with
some
Kendall Stick.
NWA Ric Flair shit
She
right
looked
there.
just like her father. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh, girl, you're not a girl anymore. You are your father.
You are a woman.
Yeah.
She went from being Charlotte to the woo nature girl.
It was real woo now. Like, now when she says woo, I won't be as annoyed. Like, you just kind of, like, got
Yeah.
fathered into it. But now it's like,
No,
nah,
it's
you
different.
deserve it. It's real. It's real. Yeah, there's a lot of anger there. But there was, like, so I was expecting Becky to just be somewhere in the crowd. Even, at the announcer's table. Usually they just have them there commentating, like, hey, I couldn't be in this match, but this dumb bitch is here, and Charlotte's about to fuck her up, like just something, and like it was just full spotlight on Charlotte beating Ronda's ass.
That's right.
I loved it.
Yeah, I think that's where it really helps both Becky and Charlotte, because it allowed Charlotte to kind of just go all out and kind of build her character up as well, because I feel like she's lost it a little bit with Becky getting over so well, but it also allowed this mystique of Becky to grow. So it was a good move by them.
That is it does give her that mystique to kind of grow. So it's like when she comes back, it's gonna
motherfucker.
When she comes back, it's gonna be
Nia just sat down.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, Mom.
Now you got to keep it.
It's okay. Me and Nia are the same size. It's fine.
No, you're not. She's way bigger than you.
Listen, if I keep eating chopped cheeses at 11 p.m.,
That's my fault.
I'm gonna be right there.
Listen, Glamazon, Nia Jax is not like most girls.
Shit is
Quack, quack.
All right.
So yeah, that match was
Fun. That was fun for me.
It was good. It was.
You know
good.
what was crazy was all the black and blues and welts she had on her.
The little X. She was
The
like
X's.
BX stand up on her arm. It was crazy.
All she needed was a fucking Bodega Dreams t-shirt on and shit.
She had the cauliflower ears. She had the welts on her arm. It was
It was bad.
Shout out to Bronx Native. They're a clothing store that's dedicated to the Bronx. I love the stuff that they do. I just wish they had some East Harlem stuff. But anyway.
Nobody cares. And then we had the final match of the night that I paid my tab during because I didn't really care about. You had my dad versus the Billy Goat. And
Listen,
Brock won.
Lesnar,
Big surprise.
We knew that Brock Lesnar was going to beat Daniel Bryan, but we didn't know how it was going to happen. We kind of figured it was going to be less a squash. But I will say that this was the Brock that I like to see because I think he put on a good performance.
He wrestled finally
because he had someone to wrestle though.
You know what it is? That's a common theme when it comes to Brock Lesnar too. Like he does not wrestle well with other brutes.
No,
ever.
No,
because for some reason the way they book Brock when it comes to brutes, it's just German suplex, punch, kick, whatever. We're done. F5, we're out.
Up, down, left, right.
Exactly. Like that's all it is when it comes to Brock Lesnar and brutes. But when it comes to the smaller guys like AJ Styles, it was a great match last Survivor Series.
No,
and then we got something with Daniel Bryan, and it was amazing. This was the match we should have saw from SummerSlam a few years ago.
Quick question for both of you. Which one was better? Brock, AJ Styles, Brock, Daniel Bryan?
AJ Styles.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay. Split. I really liked the Daniel Bryan one.
Oh, I was paying my tab. I'll watch it again.
Nah, you know what? I just because you know what?
I think you should watch it again.
I also think it was the first time that we saw Daniel Bryan really go full steam because he's been he's been.
So you like evil Daniel Bryan?
He's been chilling.
Yeah, he's not been chilling. It's just that he's playing kind of safe. It looked like he just said, "Yeah, I don't care what happens. I'm going all out for this."
Exactly. Like there was definitely a moment where he just said, "All right, American Dragon, we're out here."
Yeah.
I think the only thing I didn't like is when Brock kind of coaxed the audience to be like Suplex City. Once I saw that, I was like, okay, you want them to say it? We know it's gonna happen. Just suplex him a bunch of times. They'll start saying it. Like for you to kind of push them in that direction, I was like, where's my cheesecake?
But it made to me. I don't know if he was doing that because is it just me or did the show feel like it ran short? Because at that point, it was really early. Because that match started at like 10:05.
Yeah, that was a good 25-minute match.
No, I mean, the whole pay-per-view ended at like 10:45.
Well, yeah, you have to remember, it started super early.
Yeah, but
that's what
it
messed you up because it's in LA.
It flowed really well.
Yeah, but even still, even on their regular, any of the big pay-per-views always starts at 5 o'clock. And they typically always go to 11 at least. So, like, people were asking me, hey, that...
I'm sorry, I'm late to all the tapings, so
those are the pre-shows included. It starts at 5.
The people at Jack Demsey's were asking me, "Hey, what time does the pay-per-view end?" And I was like, typically ends at 11, but depending on some of the matches that they may have, it might go to 11:15, 11:20 tops. This was over 20 minutes before 11.
See, I thought it was gonna end at 10 because it started at 7 instead of 8.
No, they start.
Always go to
every
11.
show starts at 7 now. They don't start at 8 anymore.
Yeah, it always goes.
Since they've now officially switched the brand split to now all pay-per-views are dual brand shows. All pay-per-views now start at 7 on Sunday.
It's very rare when they end before 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I was surprised that they ended so early. So I'm wondering if like some of the other matches ended up going shorter for some reason. And also I think part of it, another thing was that the packages they put together before each match seemed like either they were shorter or damn near nothing.
There was nothing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So usually that eats up a lot more time, which is why I was on the microphone a little longer than I was supposed to, because I'm used to timing it out. You know, I go on the microphone when
Were
they're running
you?
the long ass package. And,
I didn't notice.
Yeah, because when you think about it, like Survivor Series had what?
Dick.
They had the men's Survivor Series match, the women's Survivor Series match, Shinsuke and Rollins.
Yeah.
Then you got the Cruiserweight match, and then you just had Charlotte, and then you had Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Like 6 matches, but they were quick 6 matches because you add those movies up, it's probably 5 minutes each for those little short cutoff moments.
But
so.
they weren't that long. But
Yeah.
anyway, if you had to give Survivor Series a grade,
I'm gonna go a B plus.
really? Oh wow. Okay.
I agree.
B plus.
B plus, A minus. I like the show. I love the pace of the show.
I'm gonna actually give it a C.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm giving it a C. Great matches, in my opinion. Great matches, horrible endings, because some of it just didn't make any sense to me.
I just really like rivalries, so I think that's where my B plus comes from. Like,
Yeah.
like I want to see y'all fight. Like,
Oh yeah, no, I love
You know?
rivalries too, but it's just if the ending doesn't make sense, Let's move on to the Monday Night Wrestling program.
to what?
The Monday Night Wrestling program.
You want to talk about Raw?
No, I want to talk about the Monday Night Wrestling program.
It's okay. Teddy's not here. It's safe.
Beige,
talk about Raw.
Beige Benoit is channeling the general manager, so I'm good.
No, not for this Raw. It was oof. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, it was very
It's
raw.
not the type of Raw that I'm into, Sonny.
It wasn't Raw.
This isn't the type of Raw I'm into, Sonny.
No, this was raw like an open wound.
Ooh, that's not
It
where I
was
put
Raw, but with the condom. It was really
Oh
bad.
my God! What is a condom, Glamazon? What is a condom? I've never used such things.
Can we just talk about the damn pay-per-view? I mean, the damn Monday Night Show. I don't
That's
even know what
why are you talking about this, Sonny?
It just started with Braun and Stephanie and Baron Corbin. I just can't stand Baron Corbin on the mic.
I think he sounds like Brie Bella.
Oh, he does.
Right? Because it's kind of like he's trying to make it believable, but it's not.
Because he's like Baron Corbin, and he likes to talk like this because he's trying to remember
Oh my
his
God.
lines.
No. You know who he's a combination of? And it's funny because they're family. He's a combination of Johnny Laurinaitis and Brie Bella.
Wow.
That's what he sounds like.
He
Is
does?
he related to him?
No, I don't think so.
You
Wait.
never know at this point.
Yeah, then again, that's true.
I think
but, but he sounds like a cross between the two of them.
For the rest of this podcast, I'm going to talk like Baron Corbin.
And
Don't you dare.
And I will grab a knife and I will stab you in your gut.
I'm
So-
sorry.
Sonny's also
Yeah.
a killer.
Sorry about that. I guess we'll just go back to talking about War Games. All right, I'm done. All right.
You said that like 5 times already.
Oh my God! Anybody
I'm like
who
an alcoholic. I swear I'm done, but I'm not.
Can we? Can we play that game? Like
What?
when we listen back to it, every time he says,
War Games.
"Can we take a shot?"
You know what? Yeah.
There won't be another podcast after.
We'll all be in the hospital with fucking alcohol poisoning. Anyway,
God.
all right, let's keep on going through the show because this show was really uneventful.
Oh my God! It
So-
was so bad.
So we had Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Elias, which they put on the face team, taking on Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and the acting general manager Baron Corbin.
It was so bad. Nobody wants to watch this.
There was one dope part of this match though.
What was it?
I went.
When I went to pee?
It was when Elias was chasing Leo Rush, and Leo Rush did that backflip over Elias.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay.
actually pretty dope.
I love that the dopest part of the match you just mentioned was involving the guy not involved in the match.
We
That's
need to build all the characters. Like
Yeah.
we're just, sharing. We're sharing.
Bobby Lashley.
God, will you stop? Anyway, and then at the end of the match, we had Braun Strowman have his elbows shattered, and then taken to a medical facility.
That's
Oh my
very
God.
true. Because remember, now Braun Strowman and Baron Corbin will be fighting at TLC. If Baron Corbin loses, he will no longer be general manager. But if he wins, he will be general manager
Can I
permanently.
do it?
Yeah,
Can I
but
do it
also
now?
if he wins, you know what happens? Braun Strowman doesn't get his title match.
Exactly.
Can I do it?
Yes.
Do what?
He gonna get these tables. He gonna get these ladders. He gonna get these chairs. And he gonna get these hands. Okay, I'm done.
And on December 16th, when you come to the TLC viewing party, you gonna get this
Wings.
sofrito burger. You
gonna
gonna get these wings,
Chicken pot pie.
and you gonna get this chicken pot pie.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Pie pie.
Oh my
What more
God.
do you want than ignoring your family to listen to us on the podcast while you eat your turkey?
That's right.
Thinking about the Jack Demsey's chicken pot pie. I'm just saying.
Your mama can't make it that good.
Oh no.
Yeah, I said it.
Yo, so you know what's funny? As I was watching that match, I started thinking about Tara because I was like, are those really blood packets?
Sometimes you can't tell.
No, because like that
is
stuff I
it
was
maple
like,
syrup?
yeah, that I was actually wondering. All right, that I don't even know where he got cut. So
Because you saw
maybe
like
those are
Becky.
blood
Becky
packets.
was like congealing, like real
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
You know, and like maple syrup just kind of stays there.
Yeah.
No, but Braun had that was a real cut in his elbow. Like that thing was bleeding like crazy. Because all right,
Still a little woozy
for
here.
reference, for reference, Takeover Dallas. It was Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor. Samoa Joe had like a small little cut, but he was bleeding a lot, and it was like, what the hell? They kept stopping the match.
Because he's fat.
It was the same thing with Braun Strowman here. He got a small little cut in the elbow, but it just kept bleeding. I was like, all right, whatever.
Because he's fat too.
Oh my God,
Moving on. Speaking of which,
fat shaming.
Nia Jax and Tamina
She's
versus
skinny.
Speaking of fat shaming,
You leave Nia alone.
we got the mild Samoans.
Bailey and Sasha would have. What's Bailey gonna do? Try to hug Nia? She can't even. She try to put her arms around her, and be like,
Oh my God.
I didn't quite
They'll-
make it.
they'll
This
blow
is
her
weird.
back out.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not, and it's not like the type that Teddy does in Newark. It's just gonna be like Bailey stressing. It's
Nia
not.
Jax getting another good round of booze. Still staying a good heel.
It was weird though because at the end, Nia tried to like lift up Tamina's arm, and Tamina kind of like played her a little, and then was like, "All right, fine, whatever." Like, oh, we won, because like Nia still doesn't know what she wants to be.
Because I think that was a moment where Tamina was like, "Dude, you don't do that as a heel.
Yeah, like
It's
she
one
was
of
like,
those
"Yo,
things.
take it easy, bro."
We're
Like,
heels. We don't need to do that."
yeah, like go fucking hug Bailey at this point if you
Yeah.
want to like hug me. Like, yeah,
Yo, but
just
you
be
know-
cool.
Yo, Tamina was out of breath in that match like crazy.
Because we fat. You know what I do? You know what happened when I came to Survivor Series at Jack Dempsey's? I was out of breath for a second, but it was worth it.
Yes, it
And
was.
that's what happened with Tamina.
You know
It
why?
was worth it.
Why was it worth it to
Because
her?
I'm fat.
No, why was it worth it?
Oh, because there was wine waiting for me up top.
Yes, and there were wings
Oh, yes. Barbecue wings. See?
and chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie.
There we go.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Pow!
Yo,
After that, we had to deal with the Lucha House Party.
Lucha.
Oh my God.
Lucha versus the
The
Revival.
fucking revival.
Oh my
and it was
God.
Lucha House Party rules.
Can someone explain that to me?
I have no idea.
It's like when you play Uno at home, right? And you be like, yo, no stacking.
No-
And they be like, nah, we stacking. And you're like, oh, fuck, we stacking. Like,
Yeah,
and you don't
yeah.
know what's happening? And that's
Yeah.
what happened.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, that makes sense now.
Does that make sense? Because I feel like it makes sense in my head.
That's a great analogy.
Okay, thank you.
Draw two, draw two, draw two, draw
Draw
four.
You can't stack like that, bitch. It was like, yes, you can.
Yeah, because it was Lucha Party house
Yeah.
rules.
Oh my God, that sounds like a. Oh, you know
It
what?
was
Not
really
gonna
bad.
go there. Yeah.
We're not going to go there because then right after you had Ronda Rousey be like, bring out any bitch.
Can we do that? Can we do this roll? Bring out any bitch that you want. I'll fight her because I'm the baddest bitch on the planet. Fine, I'll bring someone out, and you're not gonna like it.
And you're not going to be the...
You're not.
You're
Let's
being a
see
champion
how
anymore.
bad you really are.
He brought out bell-bottom ass bitch Mickey James.
In the truest of true religion fits.
Fuck. What was it called? The 4-stitch? She had 4 stitches on her jean jacket?
Oh, that was the big T. The big T denim stitch.
Oh my God. Out of all the people that you could have brought out, you could have moved someone up from NXT. You could have switched somebody from SmackDown over to Raw. You could have brought out you could have brought out anyone, and you brought out Mickey fucking James. Stupid. So it was like Baron Corbin went backstage and he was like, You do. It's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's feed you back to Ronda because she got her ass beat yesterday, so let's make her look strong. It was stupid.
That's what it was. That's literally what it was.
It was stupid.
It was the one moment where they were like, okay, this was Vince McMahon trying to keep Ronda as a strong face because he refused to allow the crowd to dictate how they treat Ronda Rousey.
Because they booed her.
That's
and
exactly
they didn't feel
what it
any
was.
sympathy.
That's exactly what it was.
Que estúpido.
Because you know who else this happens to?
Sonny.
John Cena.
Oh. Same thing at this point.
You know who else this happened to?
How dare you?
I feel bad saying this, but you know who else this happened to?
Who?
Roman Reigns.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm sorry. No.
All right, moving on.
Sorry.
Moving on.
But this has happened to him in the past.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
over Mickey
Sounds
James,
good.
though. Can we not
All
deal with her?
No.
No, because
We're done.
We're going to deal with
We're moving
Bobby
on.
Roode and Chad Gable beating AOP.
Listen, if anybody belongs on SmackDown because his vignette is blue,
It would make sense.
it's Bobby Roode.
Bobby
And I'm
Roode.
going to go back to it because colors matter.
Shout out to the Crips and the Bloods.
Can we just accept the fact that it just doesn't work with Chad Gable?
I really don't get it.
I don't care for it.
But they had the whole backstage thing when they were making fun of the little blonde guy for peeing on himself. It didn't work backstage either. Like, they were really trying. Chad Gable was there, and then Chad Gable almost had a moment, and then Bobby Roode came right behind him, put his arm around him, like, nah, I'm going to make all the funny, punny jokes. Like,
Because Bobby Roode's not funny. He's not a face.
You ever have that one coworker that you have to spend all your time with, but once it's break time or once it's lunchtime, it's almost like that person never existed?
yes.
Oh.
That's what it seems like what's going on with them, because they don't have any kind of chemistry. I feel like they don't talk to each other outside of when they're on camera. There's no cohesion there. They're just, when they're on camera, they're like, let's do it.
Like, I like Bobby Roode because he's a dick. I don't think he's nice, like, outside of work. Like,
Okay.
I think he just does it because he has to and deal with
Well, I
Chad
mean,
Gable.
no, but
like,
it's
yeah,
like,
I just
yeah.
think he's, like, a dick all the time. So I am like, that's why I like him. And I'm like, Chad Gable must fucking drive him up the fucking wall. I completely agree with you.
I don't know if that may be the case, because, I mean, that's from what we see of their personalities on camera. But it's just, to me, it just seems like they don't interact outside of there.
No.
Because there's no cohesion there. So
I was gonna ask, like, do you think it's possible that maybe, since Bobby Roode is a bit older, he is approaching 40 years old.
He's a veteran, yeah.
Do you think Vince McMahon wanted them to deal together to kind of teach Chad Gable the ropes a bit more?
honestly, I think they put them together because they didn't have anything else to do with them.
To make
And-
Bobby Roode look younger.
Yeah,
That's another good way to look at it too.
Yeah.
But
Because he's fucking old as shit. He looks like leather.
Oh shit. Those are the thoughts and opinions of Tara. They do not represent the thoughts.
So I was gonna
and
go a
opinions
whole
of
episode
Yep, I
without
Like
one. Also, while I have the disclaimer, AJ Styles also looks like leather. Just saying. And then right after Bobby Roode, who's always following Bobby Roode? Fucking Natalia, because I told you she's following him.
yo, they're fucking.
Allegedly. We're gonna do that. We're gonna add in. We're not gonna actually accuse or insinuate. We're gonna say we think.
Yeah.
or
TJ, I love you.
allegedly,
That's what I was gonna say. Like, sorry, TJ.
TJ, I love you, but you're not nice to her. I saw it on Total Divas.
You're not giving it. You're not giving it to her gloriously.
Oh shit.
Not giving her the meow meow. Yeah. She likes cat things.
Or he's not getting the meow meow.
Yep.
He's definitely not getting the meow meow, apparently.
So she beat Ruby Riott, and
I think we got some closure in that whole rivalry.
To
with
defend
the-
her father's Etsy glasses.
Because if you didn't notice, right before that match started, they showed the preview to the season finale of Total Divas, which was dealing with Jim the Anvil Neidhart's death. And Natalia dealing with
AJ
it.
Lee is just rolling in her grave. She's just pissed off this whole entire time. It's crazy.
AJ Lee.
why AJ Lee?
Because she hates the fucking Total Divas everything.
Oh, so what?
That's everything she stands against, and I will completely be a Total Divas fan. And the fact that they still push it on,
I mean, it
the
gets
Raw and SmackDown fans.
It gets a lot of.
it gets solid ratings on E.
Yeah,
on
because
E.
it's the reality TV that all these women beg for. They don't actually watch
But
these
also-
main shows.
But yeah, but think about it like this: it's also a gateway drug to wrestling for a lot of women.
Yeah.
It's like they look at the. I mean,
It's like,
yo,
I want to see what they're doing, you know.
It's like I see
after
a
these
snippet
shows.
of it. Yeah, I see a snippet of what they're doing. You know what? Let me see a full match, and then if that full match is interesting to them, then they're gonna watch another match.
Yeah.
And that's how you bring them in.
Sure.
There's an advantage to it, and it serves its purpose for wrestling. But
I mean, I welcome all female fans. Hey, come holla
Yeah,
at
I
us.
mean,
We're at Jack Demsey's now for all pay-per-view viewings.
Yeah, on 33rd Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.
If you have any questions, come talk to me. I will let you know that The Rock was a wrestler, and I will let you know, and I will show you all of his matches. And that is what I'm here for. I'm here to lead you in the right direction. Total Divas is not the end. You can also watch real matches.
Oh, wow. You do sound friendly there, Glamazon.
You know what? Sometimes to the ladies, I can be friendly if you are open to learning.
you know who's not really that friendly to the lady? James Ellsworth.
Oh. Also Seth Rollins.
Ah! Actually, he's really friendly because I saw the pictures. I saw the proof.
He's a little
very
too
friendly.
He's a little
He's
too friendly.
They're all a little too friendly.
Like James Ellsworth.
Oh.
Friendly, even when it's not wanted.
I'm still traumatized by Seth Rollins. Like, I'll forget that Seth did the dirty do.
Dirty deeds.
No
Dean Ambrose.
Oh my god.
So
and then
quick,
I'll remember because it'll pop up on Twitter. I will say that going back to Survivor Series being right before Raw, the Monday Night Wrestling show or whatever, Seth Rollins had the best shirt because everybody else looked like shit. All their like half-ass tacky shirts. Tamina looked like she was a titi waking up in the morning with her crazy ass hair and a baggy t-shirt.
Very true.
Panties cooking breakfast, and Shinsuke looked weird. Ronda only had a sliver of a Raw t-shirt on her,
Barely a Raw logo. It just said "aw."
But Rollins already had his aww.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Seth Rollins was the only one that had the original Raw Rollins shirt. It looked good. It was kind of sad.
I just realized that it was Rollins.
Rollins.
There
Yeah,
you go.
there it is.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. It was Rollins.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And he was the only one that actually had a pretty decent outfit. And then we had him wrestle or attack Dean Ambrose because Dean Ambrose has been talking to the camera and lighting shit on fire.
Before you continue with that, let me just kind of recap real quick.
Okay.
The whole night, Dean Ambrose is like, "Hey, I'm here. Find me." He goes there. He's not there. Hey, I'm here. Find me. Hide and seek.
Can someone explain to me how the hell he keeps saying Rollins, find me, but he's always with the camera?
The cameraman found him.
The cameraman's really follow the cameraman.
So wait, Rollins couldn't have gone into the fucking production truck and been like,
Camera 5.
Where's camera 5 at?
Hey, where's this camera at? Oh, okay, I'm gonna go find it.
I'm gonna burn it down.
Oh my, oh Lord. Oh, you went there.
Yeah.
I'm proud of
Seth
you.
Rollins is all the H's. If it starts with H, you know it's burning.
Don't tell his girlfriend that.
I have never seen Mr. Sofrito at a loss for words.
I have no words right now.
You have no words. Did you come to play, or did you come to burn it down?
Oh man.
Oh.
So anyway,
You will respect me as a journalist.
I respect you as much as I can throw you.
And he cannot because I'm fat right now.
Oh.
That's why I can fat shame people.
Well, actually,
You're not like most girls.
I was gonna say because I'm short, but yeah, we'll go with that too.
Oh, if you've never met Sonny, he little. He little. He right up there. He could probably walk out with AOP. You wouldn't even know the difference. It's crazy.
With the helmet.
Yo, no, fuck that. I'm taller than Drake Maverick. I know that shit.
But are you taller than Enzo Amore?
Oh.
I've actually been at a bar with him. I think we're about the same height. I might be about an inch taller than him.
Oh, and an inch matters.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
because you know
especially to
what?
women.
You can't teach that. Bada boom. Biggest guy in the room.
Do you know when an inch?
How you doing?
Do you know when an inch doesn't matter?
Where?
When you're SAWFT.
Oh. Soft.
Yo, you know what? Glamazon, you win. You win. Quote of the night.
Oh my God, Dad! I really hope you're not listening to this one, Dad. I love you so much. You raised me better than this. Hi, Dad.
Yo, your dad right now is like, where the hell did I go wrong?
It was probably like around the concourse area is where you were.
He's like,
Yeah, stand
damn
up.
public school. I should have just sent to the Catholic school.
Probably would have been worse. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Actually, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, because I fell asleep right after the Monday Night Wrestling show. Because I want to say I fell asleep right after Raw, and I woke up to country music. Did that happen to any of you guys?
That happened to me. I woke up to some country music because I'm really not used to Raw ending directly at 11 o'clock.
And you thought Brock Lesnar was coming out? Oh,
Braun! I thought something entertaining was going to happen, but I was clearly wrong.
That is a new thing. USA Network is not letting Monday Night Raw go past 11 o'clock.
it's not letting it spill over.
So
Kind of like my gut.
Oh, so Raw ending early is actually good if you're an owner of DVRs, because every time you would watch Raw and it would spill over to the show to the Raw you were watching, what would happen? You would end up getting cut off right at the end, and you're screwed.
you know what? You know why? Because you have that bullshit DVR that you can't extend for 15 minutes on.
DirecTV.
Yeah, that's why.
Yo, you can extend for 15 minutes? Shout out to Allison.
I can,
What's it that extend for 15 minutes? Who said you could keep up that long?
I can extend.
Sonny?
I can extend to 120 minutes.
What? I'm going to ask her for proof, and she going to be like, that's stupid. He's stupid. He lying. He's so lying.
You'd be lucky if you extend to 120 seconds there, Sonny.
She looked at me and she was like, yeah, do you see how passionate the Glamazon is about it? Because she likes wrestling. And I was like, yep, I like wrestling.
Oh, man.
She just like set it up for me, and I was like, I love you. Yep, I like wrestling.
By
Yes.
the way, I'm still raving about episode 53. Check it out. When I uploaded the episode, there was about 26 listens. But those of you that listened to it when it first went up, go back and listen to it again. I added outtakes at the end. The funniest one was the person going up the stairs that heard that we were talking about wrestling. Once you hear it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my God.
So anyway,
My body's ready.
so
One day I will listen to this podcast. Just kidding. I listen
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
I just want to hear
The
Teddy
day- the
and
day-
Beige Benoit. And you know who I miss?
the day after I fire you,
Yeah, you know who I miss?
Who?
Kevin.
I know.
Yeah.
Kevin had to work late.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin. You know who I don't miss?
Shout-outs to Kevin.
There you go. You know who I don't miss?
Who?
Roger.
Shout-outs to Roger.
Roger, who took amazing photos this weekend, which they're going to be up very soon.
Hey.
They're going to be on the Yep, I Like Wrestling Facebook page, so make sure you check that out.
And how do you find that Facebook page?
you go to facebook.com/YEPILW.
And what if you wanted to listen to this podcast?
You go to soundcloud.com/YEPILW. And if you go to YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/YEPILW.
What about Apple iTunes for podcasts?
You go to itunes.com and search, Yep, I Like Wrestling.
But what if I want to see things in like 4D? What if I actually wanted to like bond with you, Sonny?
How many
Or-
D's do you want there, Tara?
Oh, my God. No.
What if I wanted to be here live?
Well, we're going to be doing a live event at some point very soon, so just stay tuned to our Instagram page. That is Instagram.com/YEPILW.
Wow, the plugs.
all of these places.
Also,
The raw plugs.
Ooh.
with Black Friday coming up.
Wow, we're not going to make black jokes. That's not what we're going to do. Teddy's not here.
What do you mean we can have black jokes?
We got stuff. We
Black
got
Friday.
we got Beige Benoit. Semi-black Benoit.
Sure.
Something.
Black enough on black word counts. That's right, Tara.
It shouldn't be Black Benoit.
It's Black Benoit at this point.
No,
Yeah.
black
we
word
got
count.
we have Black Benoit.
So Benoit is what kills you.
God, those are the thoughts and opinions of Beige Benoit. They do not represent the thoughts or opinions of your
Blackish Benoit.
Yeah, you know what? Blackish Benoit. Because we get that ish at the end. Like Chris.
There you go,
ish.
blackish Benoit.
Blackish Benoit.
I like
All right,
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
going forward, his name is Blackish Benoit.
AKA mild Pegasus.
Yeah.
There you go.
No.
So anyway, If you would like to get a T-shirt for you or one of your loved ones, make sure you go to our T-shirt store, ProWrestlingTees.com/YPILW.
Will there be pink Yep, I Like Wrestling shirts?
I'm actually uploading a whole set of new designs.
Oh, will there be green?
There'll be green. There'll be red.
What type of green? Hunter green? Neon green?
I go with
lime green?
triple hunter green.
Oh,
Ah.
because it's 3 H's.
I see what you did there. So listen, Raw was whatever.
Wow, Raw's whatever for you? That's sad.
No,
Work harder at that.
Monday Night Raw was whatever.
I feel like they kind of gave a soft Monday Night Raw because they knew how big that Monday Night Football game was.
Don't you hate a soft
They tend
Monday
to do
Night
that.
Raw?
They tend to know.
You know
They
what?
tend to
Monday
know.
Night Raw was a bit flaccid.
Oh, boy.
Can we disclaim him? No?
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine, okay.
It is his thoughts and opinions.
Because the football was harder?
The thoughts and opinions of Sonny is his.
It's
fine.
his. It's definitely his. And y'all know what he look like.
I mean, if it's flaccid on Monday, don't take it raw.
Oh my God, I want to go home so bad. Can you just tell him do the thing? Tell him to take us wherever because
Take us away? Is that what
it's something like that. Oh,
what is it?
I wish Teddy wasn't on community service because it's like take us to the D train.
No, that shit ain't happening.
Oh
no, hell no.
It's like
Take us to the D train. I
take
took you
us-
to the D train, Amazon.
Listen,
Take
can
us
you
to the
do
crib.
whatever you're gonna do when you guys leave? That's keep that between you.
I don't even know this guy.
No,
Yeah.
I just met you.
Meanwhile, you guys were holding hands the entire time we were freaking recording.
That is not.
There's no proof.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's
I will
no
not
proof of that.
confirm nor deny.
Nope, ever.
At least it was legal, not like with James Ellsworth. But anyway,
Oh my God! Somebody just do the thing.
Take us home, Sonny.
Finally.
I ain't taking you out nowhere. But thank you for joining us for episode 54 of the Yep, I Like Wrestling podcast.
We're finally an old dirty man that plays dominoes on the street. 54.
Wow. 1 year away from AARP.
We are 1 year away from Sonny's actual age.
Ooh.
Fuck you.
1 year away from retiring from the MTA.
The funny thing is that those old men that you talked about, they usually have a flask, and I have two now.
Oh.
Thanks to said he trying to bribe me out of community service, but anyway.
Oh, poor Teddy.
Yeah, where he's picking up trash
and being trash at the same time.
So if you've enjoyed this episode of the Yep, I Like Wrestling podcast, please make sure you comment, like us, share this with your friends, and follow us on all social media at YEPILW. Follow us. Subscribe to us on all podcast platforms by searching Yep, I Like Wrestling. And for anything else, Yep, go to YEPILW.com. On behalf of this episode 54, my name is Sonny Sofrito, and today I was joined by
Beige Benoit, or a.k.a. Blackish Benoit, a.k.a. Mild Pegasus, a.k.a. Steph McNasty.
And I was also joined today by
Your underwhelmed Glamazon. Also unfriendly Glamazon. Do I need 3 AKAs for this? At this point, we don't care. Okay, so I'm just going to take it over. So, just kidding. Bye, guys. If you see me in the streets, just say hi, or probably don't. I really don't care at this point. Bye.
Suck on that, Tara.
Stop.
Suck on that, Tara.
Stop. I don't want to suck on anything.